And we are back. And here's the situation. I just went on TikTok, and there was a young woman, and she was showing how you spend $50,000 in a day. And she's posted, this girl urges you to go buy gold or Chanel after every fight with your husband. And what that does is it promotes violence. Think about this. I'm not saying physical violence, mental harassment. I've seen men in front of their wives I say, are you married? I'm not married, but she is. And the wife will laugh. We're married. You see my ring? We live in West Bloomfield. We've got mansions, and to be disrespected like that, and that's cute. He's kidding. There's some things that you don't kid about. And if a man respects you, he ain't gonna say that. Let me tell you something. A man that loves his mom would never do that. Mom and dad have been married for X, Y. He ain't gonna say, but he'll say anything to you. But you think that that's cute because he buy you Chanel. Go get you a $5,000 purse. What is that? After you berated somebody. And that's when we talk about the Stockholm. You get beat down emotionally, verbally, or physically. You go get a gift, or we have mad, passionate sex. Let's go on a trip together. I love you. I don't know what's wrong. I'm just overwhelmed with my job, baby. I love you. I need you. And it's a cycle of pain and violence. And let me tell you what you'll do. You will cover for that man. Why? Because it's like a drug. Follow along. You don't work. You get your nails done. You get everything done you want. You work. He gives you mad, passionate sex. When it's good, it's good. But when it's bad, it's ugly. And you know what's going to happen. Let me tell you what happened. Many years ago, I had a case, and the man was a hard worker. But from Thursday through Sunday, he'd get drunk, and he would beat this woman. And she said, well, she would be so happy from Monday through Wednesday. But when Thursday came, it was like walking around on eggshells. Why? Because I know it's going to come. And so she embraced herself for it. And as a result, she said, but Monday, he going to be all right. And he was. How was that living? What kind of quality of life is that? Because you got a big house, you don't work, your children's tuition is paid for, but I'm paying a price. Daughter, you ain't got to pay that price. That's too much of a price to pay mentally and physically. And what we do is we pay it. We pay it routinely. We will sacrifice our self-respect. We will sacrifice our mental stability. We will sacrifice getting beat up in order to be able to walk around with Chanel or Gucci so that our children can go to private schools. And what are we doing? We are teaching them that dysfunction is okay. Well, me and your daddy been married for 30 years and he beat you. He had other women, might even have other men, okay, nowadays. But you all are together and you're saying, what? Like, really, you had what? You had nothing. He didn't respect you, and he did what he wanted to, like he was single, and you had a ring on his finger. He had a ring on his finger, and you had one on yours. That ain't marriage. Huh? Because y'all sleep together in the bed after he out being with every Tom, Dick, and Harry woman, man, whatever. That's marriage? Well, if that's marriage, you keep that, because that sounds like that's bondage. Okay? That's bondage. I don't need that. So I can hear another person's voice in the house. I'm sorry. Okay? No, I will play the radio. I'm sorry. But what happens is we begin to tolerate it. And after a while, it doesn't hurt anymore. It's like that piece of glass that was in your foot. It don't hurt no more because it's been there so long. Like PT Cruz, it's an arrangement. we begin to rationalize that being in a dysfunctional relationship is okay. Girl, listen. I don't listen. My bills are paid. Like the young girl said, go buy you gold or Chanel after a fight. Girl, I'm living the life. No, you're not. You are rationalizing abuse. And I'm doing it because I want my kids to see dysfunction. That's not something. The one thing that was important to me is that I needed my daughters to see me in a positive relationship. I did not want my daughters to believe that a person, if me and them can't get along, that's it to be accepted. I suffered a lot financially. Most women, when they divorce, they get the short stick. Why? Because the man can afford better divorce lawyers. So what happens is I had to start off on my knuckles again while my ex was able to, keep the mansion. But I got a peace. And I said, Lord, if it's for me, you're going to restore it. He said, daughter, that wasn't your house off 7 Mile. I got a house that you want. And he did it for me. But I could have been a person that said, well, 2 is better than 1. And some things you just got to accept. I would have women who would mentor me, who are very prominent women. Well, that's just part of being married to a successful man. You just have to accept the mistresses and the other women. But look on the bright side. You get to live in a fabulous home. You get to take wonderful trips. And your children get to go to great private schools. And look at their kids. Now, don't have no job, in dysfunction, don't know what they're going to do. Why? Because you lived a lie in front of them. Stand for something. I'm gonna tell you, don't let no man beat on you. And I'm getting and your daddy in here calling me all kind of bees and whatever. And I'm saying, but don't let no man put your hands on you. I'm telling my daughter things that I'm living and doing, and I'm saying, don't do that for you. And they love me, but I'm gonna be like my mama. So you got to make a decision. If you got children, is this what you want your children to believe is okay? I couldn't believe these women. And these were women in church, civic organizations, legal things. Oh, girl, that's just part of it. Welcome to the club. Well, let me say this to you. I don't want to be a part of that club. And I got out. And let me tell you what happened. Many of those women stopped being my friend. Stop calling me. Why? Because you're single. And I'm a married woman, and it doesn't look right for me to associate with you. But you married in name only. Because your man around here sleeping with any and everybody, doing any and everything, you know what you tolerated, but you want to say you married because you got a big diamond on your finger. Hey, Vonda, you doing single and satisfied tonight? Yes, I am, Lance. You going to put us on some more game? Wonderful. And let me tell you what I love about my men, especially my young men. They're telling you from a male's perspective what it's about. And they see, y'all think of me, she old, she don't know. She almost 60. She talking about that grandma stuff. Lance, a young boy. He telling y'all what them young men doing, okay? I don't want to hear about them old men. Ain't nobody got time for them old men anyway, okay? All right, so Lance, tune in. We'll be in about 9:30 or 10. I got some things I want to do. But I want to hear my young men, and they'll put it down. And let me tell you something. As David had told us once before, you know what I'm saying? A lot of these men, all you got to do is get some good weed and some liquor, and they be with these young women. My point being to you is older women, we got to wake up, and we got to stop tolerating what we don't deserve. And we have become doormats, and we accept it. That's just how he is. Who, girl, I don't even care. I don't even keep up with all them women that he done had. A woman that I know, the husband called her about an affair. And you know what she told her husband? Next time, be a little bit more discreet. Your business is all over town. That's not a good look. You're a lawyer. What? But we accept, but those are my Southern ways. That's buffoonery. That's being a fool. Okay? And you don't have to accept it. Well, that's easy for you to say, Vonda. You're a lawyer. You can make it happen. Tina Turner didn't have half as many degrees as I did, and she died. I mean, not died. I mean, she worth well more than me. $40 million. Ray Charles, huh? Okay, let me tell you something. You ain't got to have a degree to get out, but your mind got to be right. And that's what Madam C.J. Walker said when her husband was cheating on her and had to let her go. She didn't have no man after that. And she hooked back up with him, and he said, I want to come home. She said, I love you, but you never go back to what broke you. You broke me, baby. I had to get myself back together. Okay, do you think for 1 minute Mariah Carey gonna let Nick Cannon come back? Hell no. You keep that stepping, boo. You stay in your lane. Cause see, I'm running game now. I got me a young, little, fine dancer, okay? And he understand the rules of engagement up in here. That's to make Mariah happy. And when you was here, you didn't understand them rules, okay? So now you outside and you running them streets with them young women and you paying the cost to be a boss. Let them, but you ain't gonna be up in here with me doing that. And now he want to come home. Why? Because he don't have no money and he wants somebody to take care of him. He was a kept man. Now he keeping woman. Huh? We'll be back.
If you've been injured in a car